The sky burned as the Zelthar fleet descended upon Earth. Their warships, colossal and silent, cast shadows over entire cities. Humanity had faced wars before, but nothing like this. The Zelthar weren't invaders seeking resources, they were conquerors, eradicating civilizations for sport. Their message was clear: surrender or perish. Earth's defenses responded with everything they had. Missiles streaked through the sky, nuclear warheads detonated in space, and plasma cannons fired relentlessly. It didn't matter. The alien shields absorbed every attack, their hulls remained untouched. One by one, Earth's strongest military outposts fell. The lunar defense grid, designed to be the first line of protection, was obliterated within hours. Orbital stations crumbled like sandcastles beneath the Zelthar's relentless assault. Major cities became battlegrounds. Fleets of drones and automated defenses fought against biomechanical horrors that moved too fast for the eye to track. Entire divisions vanished in minutes. Governments collapsed into chaos, scrambling to evacuate leadership. Billions watched as continents burned. The Zelthar spoke in a single, chilling broadcast. Their voices, layered and unnatural, echoed across every screen, every radio, every device. You are unworthy of resistance. Bow, or be erased. But humanity didn't bow. In the depths of hidden military bunkers, Earth's brightest minds worked tirelessly. The war was lost unless they created something new, something beyond conventional warfare. Every alien warship had one thing in common: shields. They absorbed energy, deflected projectiles, rendered Earth's most advanced weapons useless. The answer wasn't in energy weapons or missiles. It was raw, unrelenting speed. A weapon that didn't burn through armor but tore through it with sheer force. A projectile so fast that no shield could react in time. The solution was the Thunderstrike Railgun, the most powerful kinetic weapon ever conceived. A weapon designed to launch a solid slug at near-light speeds, carrying the force of an extinction-level event in every shot. It had never been tested. There was no time for tests. Buried deep beneath Antarctica, the railgun stretched for kilometers, hidden from enemy scans. The theory was sound, the calculations precise. But could it work? Could one shot turn the tide of a war that humanity had already lost? There was no other choice. The order was given. The railgun would fire. And if it failed, humanity would cease to exist. The Thunderstrike Railgun was more than a weapon. It was Earth's final gamble, a testament to human ingenuity under pressure. Built in secrecy beneath Antarctica, it was the largest railgun ever conceived, 50 kilometers of electromagnetic acceleration, designed to fire a single tungsten slug at near-light speed. No energy weapon, no shielding system, no known material could withstand an impact at that velocity. It wasn't designed to break through armor. It was designed to erase anything in its path. Power was the greatest challenge. Firing the railgun required more energy than entire nations consumed in a year. To compensate, Earth's power grid was restructured, drawing from geothermal plants, nuclear reactors, and even orbital solar stations. When the weapon charged, cities dimmed, industries shut down, and every watt of available power was funneled into a single moment of destruction. There was no time for full-scale testing. Instead, a single live-fire test was ordered targeting a decommissioned lunar station. Satellites tracked the shot. A tungsten slug, moving at 99% the speed of light, struck the target. There was no explosion, no debris, just a blinding flash as the station vaporized instantly. The shot had worked, but the true test was yet to come. The railgun's success raised a new problem. A weapon that powerful would be detected the moment it was activated. Charging it took time, and once the enemy realized what was happening, they wouldn't sit idle. If the Zelthar suspected a counterattack, they would bombard Earth into dust before the railgun could fire. A plan was formed. Earth's forces would stage a desperate retreat, transmitting a surrender signal. A specific location, a supposed underground bunker, would be offered as a peace offering. In reality, it was bait, meant to lure the enemy's flagship into the kill zone. If the aliens took the bait, the Thunderstrike Railgun would have one shot. One chance to prove that humanity would not go quietly. The Zeldar received the surrender transmission and took the bait. Their response was predictable arrogance. A fleet was dispatched to oversee humanity's final capitulation, led by the Leviathan, the Dominion's largest and most heavily armored warship. It was a mobile fortress, a command vessel that had orchestrated the destruction of entire civilizations. No species had ever survived its arrival. From orbit, Earth's forces remained silent, playing their role. Fighter squadrons powered down, missile silos stood dormant. Every satellite and ground station broadcast the same false message: unconditional surrender. It was a calculated risk. If the deception failed, the aliens would see through the ruse and obliterate Earth instantly. But if it worked, the Leviathan would descend directly into the Thunderstrike railgun's line of fire. The moment it entered range, the order was given. Power stations across the planet shut down. Cities plunged into darkness. Every available energy source funneled into the railgun. The ground rumbled as its capacitors surged to life. For a full minute, the world held its breath. Then, the shot fired. A tungsten slug, traveling just below the speed of light, tore through the atmosphere. There was no explosion, no dramatic detonation, only instant, absolute destruction. The Leviathan's shields barely registered the impact before the projectile ripped through its hull, shearing through deck after deck in a fraction of a second. The ship's massive frame twisted, contorted by the sheer force, before a secondary shockwave tore it apart from the inside out. The Zeldar fleet watched in silence. Their most powerful warship, a vessel that had survived thousands of battles, had been annihilated in an instant. Panic rippled through their ranks. For the first time in their history, the Zeldar hesitated. And that hesitation cost them everything. The Zeldar had never known fear until now. The destruction of the Leviathan shattered their illusion of invincibility. Their war doctrine had been built on absolute dominance, their fleets unstoppable. But in a single moment, a single shot, humanity had rewritten the rules. Confusion spread through their ranks. High command transmissions were erratic, frantic. Should they retaliate? Could they retaliate? The Thunderstrike railgun had proven that no ship, no matter how advanced, was safe. If Earth had one, could they have more? Were there other weapons just as powerful waiting to fire? A full-scale invasion was no longer an option. Every Zeldar ship within range immediately pulled back, abandoning orbital control. The war that had seemed all but won turned into a desperate retreat. The fleet that had once darkened Earth's skies vanished into the void, unwilling to risk another strike. But humanity knew this was not the end. The Zeldar were wounded, but not broken. They would return, with countermeasures, with deadlier weapons, with renewed fury. This was not a victory, it was a warning shot. Earth would not wait for the next invasion. The Thunderstrike railgun was only the beginning. More weapons would be built. More defenses would rise. The galaxy now understood a simple truth: humanity would not bow, humanity would not break. And the next time war came, Earth would not just survive. It would win.